everyone, back at it today for another Best Bets video. 2-1-1 yesterday, nothing special. A win is a win, but we can do better. So back at it today, 2 for the NBA, 1 for the NHL, 1 for Major League Baseball. And the news of the day, right? I was all set to come on here and do a big spiel about the Utah Jazz -3. You know, the typical flows of a playoff series. Had a big thing written up. And then the news comes out about Kawhi Leonard. He's going to miss the game, maybe the rest of the series. So much for all that load management, right? So Jazz reopened at 7.5. Now it's down to 7. I'm still taking the Jazz here at -7. So the big question is, the spread goes from 3 to now 7. Is Kawhi worth 4 points to the spread? I absolutely think that he is. You know, his production is going to be very hard to replace. This Clippers team, not very deep. You take a look at all the teams that made the playoffs. So 16 teams made the playoffs. Clippers are 13th in bench scoring among those 16 teams. So that production, like I said, going to be very hard to replace. And even if Kawhi was playing, I do think the Clippers were in line for some regression tonight. I absolutely think they are now. You take a look at games 3 and 4 of this series, pretty big wins for the Clippers, right? They shot 46.6% from 3 with an average of 27 free throw attempts per game. Both major increases from their averages during the regular season. That's a 5.5% increase from 3 from their regular season average and 7.7 more free throw attempts per game. So a pretty big booster, and that's going to drop big tonight, especially when you consider the Jazz were excellent defensively in these two areas. Second in both opponent three-point percentage and free throw attempts allowed. And one other thing, Utah hasn't lost 3 games in a row all season. So I love the Jazz here at -7. I'm going to take them at that, but prediction, they will win by 14 points tonight. So Jazz -7 is my first bet. Next up, the other NBA game, Sixers Hawks, and I'm going to go back to the well on a bet I made earlier in the week. It is the Ben Simmons over points, rebounds, and assists. The number is 28.5. I love the over. So check this out for Simmons. He's topped this number in 6 of the 7 playoff games where he's had at least 7 shots. And 7 shots is pretty typical for Simmons, right? He averaged 10.1 shots per game during the regular season. And you take a look at this Hawks defense. They're allowing the most points in the paint and assists per game in this round of the playoffs. 85.6% of Simmons' points in the playoffs have been scored in the paint. You know, we're seeing the Hawks try to lock down a little bit on Joel Embiid, so hopefully this will put the ball in Ben Simmons' hands a lot more, open up for some assists, and maybe let's hope some rebounds come his way too. Next up, over in the NHL, we're going down to Las Vegas. Les Canadiens taking on the Golden Knights here, and I'm going to take Les Canadiens. Play it a little bit safe though. Take them on the +1.5 puck line, -120, so they can win or lose by 1 goal, and they win this bet. So game 1, 4-1 win for Vegas, but it was a lot closer than the score indicated, right? Montreal created more high-danger chances. They won more faceoffs, had fewer giveaways, had more hits, and shut Vegas out on the power play. Vegas 0-4 on the power play, which brings me to my other main point. I think Montreal has a major special teams advantage in this matchup. So Vegas connecting on just 12.5% of power play opportunities in the playoffs. Montreal at 20%. And Montreal, it's going to be all about the defense and Carey Price tonight. Take a look at them on the penalty kill. 91.4%, easily the best in the playoffs. Vegas, a big drop off from that down to 71%. So I'm going to take Montreal to keep this one close, +1.5, -120. Next up, Major League Baseball, we got a strikeout prop for you. And I love this bet as soon as I've seen it. Justice Sheffield, under 4.5 strikeouts, coming in at even money, +100. So Sheffield, he's gone under this number in 6 of his last 8 starts, including a couple really bad games. 4 of those starts, he had 3 or fewer strikeouts. And Twins, Sheffield is a left-hander. Twins are demolishing left-handed pitching right now. Over the last 2 weeks, they ranked 3rd in WRC+, 2nd in OPS, with the 4th lowest strikeout percentage versus left-handed pitchers. So there you have it, my best bets of the night. Good luck to you, and as always, keep chasing that paper.